Okay, let's unpack this. Have you ever felt, just swamped by cybersecurity jargon?
Oh, definitely. It can feel like a whole other language sometimes.
Well, today we're taking a deep dive into something that tries to cut through all that. Cyber governance, risk, and compliance GRC for short.
Right.
And we're using a really interesting source for Hannah Dawood's book, The Cyber GRC Beginners Route.
Yeah, it's a great one.
It frames the whole thing as a road trip, which sounds, well, pretty accessible.
Exactly. And that's what's so good about the book and her approach, really.
Mm.
It makes GRC much less intimidating. It's aimed at everyone, students, small business owners,
Mm.
helping people feel less tech clueless
Mm.
and more empowered to make smarter, safer decisions online.
Mm.
So our mission today is really just to map out the basics of GRC using this road trip idea.
Make it clear what it is, and maybe more importantly, why you should care.
Precisely. Quickly and clearly.
So the big idea. What if GRC is like going on a road trip? It sounds simple, maybe too simple. But how does it break down those three pillars? Governance, risk, compliance.
Well, the power of the analogy is how intuitive it makes each part. So governance, that's your planning phase.
Okay.
Choosing your destination, mapping the route, deciding who drives like your CISO, steering the cyber strategy, and knowing the road rules, your policies, setting the goals, assigning the roles.
Got it. Destination and rules. What about risk?
Risk management is like checking the car before you set off.
Yeah.
Inspecting it, checking the weather forecast, packing a spare tire, thinking about detours.
Ah, okay. Preparing for things that could go wrong.
Exactly. Identifying potential cyber threats, thinking about the impact, and putting controls in place. Being proactive.
And compliance then. That's just following the rules.
Pretty much. It's following the speed limits, obeying the road signs, making sure your license, registration, insurance are all valid.
So like meeting standards,
Mm.
ISO 27001, NIST, that kind of thing.
Spot on. And the book makes a great point here. Compliance isn't just ticking boxes or avoiding fines. It's the proof you're a responsible driver.
Right. It builds trust.
Exactly. It shifts it from just an obligation to something that actually adds value. Helps make organizations, as the book says, safe, smart, and in control.
That makes a lot of sense. But, road trips don't always go smoothly. What about when things go wrong? Incident response.
Yeah, that's your emergency plan, like roadside assistance.
Okay.
And the book really stresses this point. You don't want to read the emergency plan during the emergency. Practice it before the emergency occurs.
So run drills. Be prepared.
Absolutely. It even mentions metrics like mean time to detect, MTTD, and mean time to respond or recover, MTTR.
How fast you spot the problem and how fast you fix it.
Right. It's like getting a flat tire. The better prepared you are, the faster you change it and get back on your journey, minimizing the disruption.
Good analogy.
Right.
So how do you protect the car itself, your digital assets? The book talks about locking the garage with layers.
Yes, defense in depth. That's the term. It means using multiple security layers. Things like firewalls, strong passwords, regular backups.
So if one layer fails.
Others are still there to protect you, like having multiple locks on your door or different security checkpoints.
Makes sense. Now, things change fast in tech. What about newer stuff like AI? How does that fit into the GRC road trip?
That's a really interesting part. The book compares AI in GRC to a self-driving car.
Oh, okay. Sounds advanced.
It is, and AI can automate tasks, flag risks much faster. But, and this is key, the book warns automation autopilot.
Meaning?
Meaning it still needs strong governance. You need rules, ethical guidelines, and crucially, human oversight.
You can't just let it drive itself completely off the map.
Exactly. You need to know how it works, when to intervene, ensure it's fair and doesn't cause harm. You're still responsible, even with AI helping navigate. It needs that GRC framework.
So bringing this all together as we wrap up our deep dive, the big takeaway seems to be that GRC, framed this way, is about keeping your digital journey safe and controlled, right? Like a well-managed road trip.
Absolutely. And it's never really finished, is it? Like for Hannah Dawood says, this isn't the end, it's just the first road trip.
Ah, so it's continuous.
It has to be. The digital landscape, the threats, the road conditions, they're always changing. So GRC is about constantly learning, adapting, improving.
Making sure knowledge is actually understood and used.
That's the goal. Hopefully this chat and the book itself acts as a practical guide for people on their own GRC path.
Well said. And maybe a final thought then for everyone listening. Thinking about your own digital life or your business, what's maybe one small GRC road rule or a quick safety check you could put in place starting today to make that journey just a bit safer, a bit more confident?